Our hero transmigrated into a nightmare, waking up as the cursed 13th prince, 𝒍𝒍. Auto 8 cultivation failures and a mother lost at birth. His luck was pure poison. At 6, his pet drowned. At 8, bears stole his herbs. Misfortune followed his every step. At 9, the Imperial Academy burned down on his first day. Even gods would pity him. "Why give me a loser body?" he cried. "I wanted a cheat system, not this curse." Screaming changed nothing. He noticed 𝒂𝒕𝒆 had a strange green halo above his head. Thinking it was a dream, he demanded a mirror to face his grim new reality. His face was top tier at least. He wouldn't be lonely like in his past life. Then he saw it, an abyssal black cloud of doom swirling over his own head. While others had golden destinies, he was cursed with the pitch-black aura of 𝑰'𝒍𝒍. He was a lightning rod for tragedy, a protagonist destined to die in a ditch. Cultivation? Immortality? He'd likely choke on a grain of rice before reaching the first stage. He chose to hide in his room for a month, fearing the world's malice. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 begged him to exercise, but he refused. Staying in bed equals staying alive. But as a former internet troll, the silence was worse than the bad luck itself. He finally emerged, and the staff fled in terror from his legendary streak of misfortune. He realized he possessed Providence vision, seeing the luck halos of every living soul. Maids were white, managers were green. Brightness and color revealed one's true destiny. Suddenly, he spotted a lowly eunuch glowing with a magnificent, blazing red halo. A child of fate in the flesh? He felt a surge of pure, jealous rage. Why was his own luck black as coal while a servant held the heavens? The eunuch, 𝒁𝒊, trembled and begged for mercy as the prince stared him down. 𝒍𝒍 saw a vision, a hidden treasure buried deep within the royal library's archives. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 feared another mental breakdown as the prince sprinted toward the library stacks. He hunted for the book from his vision. The great opportunity meant for 𝒁𝒊. If I steal this destiny, maybe my black cloud will finally turn to gold. 3 days of frantic searching yielded nothing. The mirror still reflected a shroud of doom. He made 𝒂𝒕𝒆 touch the book. Instantly, a secret jade slip fell out. 3 days for me, 1 second for him? Heaven, you are mocking me. It was the sun demon scripture, a legendary technique of a long-lost powerhouse. He laughed with joy until he read the requirement. Castrate yourself to begin cultivation. The sun demon sovereign was a eunuch who rose from nothing to rule the world. This was his ultimate legacy, a path to godhood, at a devastating personal cost. I want power, but I love my manhood more. He handed it to 𝒂𝒕𝒆. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 was moved to tears by the prince's sacrificial gift of supreme power. He vowed eternal loyalty, promising to master the art to protect his master's life. The next day, 𝒍𝒍 went luck hunting, though the palace treated him like plague. He found 𝒁𝒊 being brutally beaten for ruining the 6th prince's precious herbs. The boy's red aura was fading. 𝒍𝒍 had successfully intercepted his fated windfall, but those eyes, they were the cold, vengeful eyes of a true main character. If he survives, I'm the villain he kills first. Panic seized his heart. He rushed into the fray, stopping the whip before the final blow landed. The guards trembled. Ruining the herbs was a death sentence, yet the prince intervened. This is a total disaster. 𝒍𝒍 lunged forward, shielding Qin-Gao from the eunuch's brutal lashes. The eunuch trembled in terror. Qin-Gao had ruined the prince's sacred herb, a crime punishable by death. Bound by the 13th prince's command, 𝒍𝒍 bravely approached the 6th prince directly. Dealing with that tyrant was risky. One wrong move and his frail body would be crushed. Defenseless, he softened his voice. 6th brother, I've missed you. It's been far too long. Could you spare his life? Inside, the 6th prince unexpectedly agreed, granting the sudden request. Orders were given to see the guest out. 𝒍𝒍 expected a war, not this easy victory. He even secured a spring return pill for 𝒁𝒊's wounds before making a hasty exit. The prince feared 𝒍𝒍's legendary bad luck might ruin his critical foundation establishment breakthrough. Back at the palace, 𝒁𝒊's injuries began to heal under the unlucky prince's watch. 𝒍𝒍 grew wary. Main characters always bring doom to their masters and sex. 𝒁𝒊 woke up terrified, only to have a healing pill shoved into his mouth. We share a destiny, 𝒍𝒍 claimed, making 𝒁𝒊 blush with a misunderstood SOS. Spare me, I can't be your male consort. 𝒁𝒊 wailed, clutching his head in despair. Ignoring the drama, 𝒍𝒍 ordered a secret cultivation manual and a new room for him. Realizing his mistake, 𝒁𝒊 knelt, vowing to serve his savior like a loyal horse. Suddenly, 𝒁𝒊's halo flared a brilliant crimson. 𝒍𝒍 rushed to check his own reflection. His dark aura had faded. Was sharing the protagonist's opportunity the key to changing his fate? To test this, He paused the cultivation lessons. Immediately, the divine colors began to dim. His luck turned pitch black again. His theory was right. Helping the gifted was his salvation. Once restored, Tan Cao's red glow returned. Shen Tian's expression became deviously calculated and intense. His servants feared he'd lost his mind. But Tan Cao's luck was actually leveling up. By elevating others' fortunes, Shen Tian realized he could finally siphon some luck for himself. A hint of purple appeared in his aura. He wanted to weep with pure, unadulterated joy. Now, the hunt was on for more heavenly geniuses to exploit. But finding them wasn't easy. Most people were just average. To find true talent, he headed to the Spirit Garden. This massive market was a land of miracles, where money alone couldn't buy you success. Gambling on raw stones required immense luck. One wrong pick could leave you penniless and broken. Shen Tian had plenty of luck other people's. Inside, the crowd buzzed with exciting rumors. The little spirit fairy was coming. A legendary seeker and a breathtaking beauty to behold. Marrying her meant infinite wealth. Suddenly, a stunning figure entered, capturing every single eye. Shen Tian gasped. Her red halo was blinding. Yet something about it felt remarkably strange. He couldn't see her future opportunities. His guards mistook his intense gaze for simple lust. As she moved, the frantic crowd surged forward, sweeping Shen Tian along in the chaotic tide. Her beauty is top tier. The fairy greeted the manager, who looked like he'd seen a ghost. Please, have mercy, the shopkeeper begged. Your last visit nearly bankrupted my entire shop. Fans raged at the scummy merchant for disrespecting their goddess. The manager had no choice. She approached the raw ore, her eyes glowing with a sharp, supernatural starlight intensity. Shen Tian watched closely. Her talent was real, but his gut told him something was off. She picked a 15-stone rock. With a sharp crack, a radiant light burst from the core. A rare green spirit crystal, the crowd roared. Its value had skyrocketed to 1,000 stones. A massive profit. She generously offered to sell it back for 801 stones. The crowd swooned over her kindness. She's the perfect wife, beautiful, talented, and truly generous. She vanished into the crowd, leaving a frenzy of people desperate to gamble on stones. Only Shen Tian remained silent, his eyes fixed on her retreating figure. She was no ordinary girl. His attendants teased him. With your handsome face, my lord, you could surely win her heart. But the mood shifted. Master, 𝒂𝒕𝒆 whispered, someone is shadow-stalking the little spirit fairy. Something was off. Shen Tian realized this wasn't the typical cliché story. A hero should have appeared. Sensing an opportunity, Shen Tian followed the trail. The trio shadowed the girl. Suddenly, a mysterious man blocked her path. He demanded the goods. Xiao Gao urged Shen Tian to play the hero, but he waited. He was looking for someone with heaven-defying luck to leech from. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 was impressed. He believed the prince was waiting for the perfect strike, to save the beauty at her lowest. Xiao Gao praised his master's cunning. They didn't know the truth. Meanwhile, the girl was forced into a corner. She surrendered the spirit stones and fled. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 was left disappointed. He cursed the thief's lack of ambition. Why didn't he steal her heart too? No hero appeared. Shen Tian decided it was time to step into the light. Stop, you villain, he shouted, looking every bit like a legendary protagonist. I won't let you touch a single hair on her. The thief paused, confused, but the girl snapped at him instead. Her reaction was completely unexpected and irrational. This is none of your business. Still, Shen Tian had a role to finish. The thug unleashed his power. He was a high-level qi refinement cultivator. Shen Tian didn't flinch. 𝒂𝒕𝒆, end this. The old man struck like lightning. Know your place, fool. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 sent the thug crashing into the dirt. Shen Tian turned to the girl. You're safe now, no need for thanks. But she rushed to the thief. The man's face was swollen like a bun. He called Shen Tian a lowly coward. Rage flared in the prince's eyes. Before he could strike, she stopped him. The truth finally came to light. They were all actors. The thief was the shop owner's own son. A staged scam to lure customers. No wonder her destiny looked so fake. They prepared to leave. The beaten actor still dared to demand justice. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 offered to bury him. His killing intent made the thug tremble. The girl swooned over his looks. He revealed he was 6th Prince Shen Zhao. She is under my protection now. The reveal left the scammers in shock. Was this the legendary cursed prince? Shen Tian quickly devised a new plan. Disguised as an old sage, he set up a stall under a false name. Claiming to be a divine disciple, he sought those with fated luck. He promised to find spirit stones for free. A total gift for the lucky. Xiao Gao was skeptical. With the prince's bad luck, is this even possible? Stone appraisal is a complex art. Even masters fail more than half the time. But 𝒂𝒕𝒆 saw the trick. Stones rejected by Shen Tian must hold treasure. A passerby questioned him. What if you fail to find anything? Shen Tian sighed. People always wanted a guarantee for their own greed. He vowed to compensate any failure. Trust began to spread through the crowd. He rejected many. Their common auras were of no use to his growth. Some called him a fraud. Others saw a hidden master who asked for nothing. Suddenly, the crowd parted. The man he rejected earlier had returned with backup. 100 men arrived for revenge. Leading them was a stunning beauty. She was powerful and radiant. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 sensed a dangerous presence nearby. A foundation establishment expert. Even 𝒂𝒕𝒆 felt the pressure of her strength. But Shen Tian remained calm. The girl approached, her eyes shining with curiosity. With looks like that, there is no way he is a fraud. The ladies are all rallying behind him with passionate intensity. She reveals her identity as 𝒂𝒊𝒊𝒆, a core disciple of 𝒂𝒑𝒆. Now, she is eager to know our hero's background. Our main character starts his legendary bluffing game. He claims to be Shen Aotian, the successor of the great celestial sage. 𝒂𝒊𝒆 is puzzled by the name since it is totally made up. He offers to guide her, acting like a true master. Being a total sucker for handsome guys, she falls for it instantly. Her heart flutters as her face turns a deep crimson. Now calling him Big Brother Shen, she glares at the skeptics. "Get lost!" she screams at those mocking her handsome savior. Shen Tian doubles down on the act, radiating an aura of wisdom. The crowd is completely mesmerized by his mysterious and confident demeanor. He is not just guessing, though. He sees her luck glowing bright red. They head straight to the famous stone-breaking pavilion together. After a dramatic display, Shen Tian points to a specific blue stone. The atmosphere shifts as everyone recognizes the purple gourd stone. It is a legendary treasure of the spiritual pavilion, but there is a catch. Master appraisers have already dismissed it as a worthless decoration. For 10,000 spirit stones, it is a massive gamble for a hollow shell. The crowd whispers that Shen is definitely a lying con artist. 𝒂𝒊𝒆 is too blinded by his charm to care about the risk. Even if he is wrong, she thinks it is just a cute mistake. But the pavilion experts try to stop her from wasting her fortune. They warn her not to let a pretty face deceive her. Suddenly, a man steps forward and praises the boy's sharp vision. It is Manager Liu, but the crowd suspects they are in cahoots. They think Shen is just an actor hired to scam the young lady. Regardless, 𝒂𝒊𝒆 trusts her heart and buys the stone anyway. The moment of truth arrives as the stone is sliced in two. A tiny green gourd-shaped gem appears, glowing with a strange light. The onlookers scoff, seeing only a tiny, insignificant pebble inside. They mock him, calling the great opportunity a total scam and failure. Shen Tian remains unfazed and borrows 𝒂𝒊𝒆's sword for a final strike. With a sharp crack, he splits the small gourd open. A blinding blue radiance explodes, filling the entire room with divine light. This is not just a gem, it is a treasure that defies heaven. Manager Liu recognizes it instantly. The legendary 7-treasure immortal gourd, ranked 36th on the spirit list. It is a priceless relic. Overjoyed, 𝒂𝒊𝒆 tries to gift this divine treasure to Shen Tian, but our hero refuses, knowing his current power cannot protect it. Deep down, he and Manager Liu are both crying over the lost fortune. Meanwhile, 𝒂𝒊𝒆 sees this as a fated token of their love. She vows to cherish this gift from her big brother Shen forever. Suddenly, the sky turns pitch black as a sinister shadow descends. An assassin strikes from the darkness, aiming to steal the immortal treasure. A powerful protector flashes forward to block the lethal blow. A golden core expert clashes with the mysterious and deadly dark ancestor. The power level is insane, but the enemy is a ruthless monster. Suddenly, a river of celestial water falls from the heavens above. Flowing petals fill the air as a true genius enters the battlefield. It is 𝒂𝒊𝒆, the top sword prodigy of the 𝒂𝒑𝒆. He sends the dark ancestor retreating with one devastating legendary strike. Chang'e lands and promises that no one will harm his precious sister. He is ready to die before letting a single hair be touched. However, 𝒂𝒊𝒆 completely ignores his heroic entrance and selfless protection. She begs him to go protect her beloved Shen Tian instead. Chang'e is absolutely stunned and heartbroken by her sudden betrayal. He warns her that this pretty boy is likely a dangerous deceiver. He tries to drag her away to see their grandfather immediately. He is terrified of what their father will do to this scoundrel. Chang'e tries to teach Shen a lesson, but 𝒂𝒊𝒆 blocks him. She even threatens to run away from home for her new crush. As the siblings argue, Shen Tian stands there, completely and utterly confused. He has no idea he has just accidentally stolen a princess's heart. Eunuch Gui watches from the side, amazed by the prince's dominance. Even the Tai-Bai princess is willing to abandon everything for his master. The legend of the worthless prince is taking a very wild turn. If his mother could see him now, she would be proud. The legendary dark ancestor, 𝒂𝒐𝒗𝒆, stepped forth. With me here, sister, no one shall threaten you. Even a nascent soul monster must step over my corpse first. No one touches your hair. But she pointed at Shen Tian. Protect him instead. 𝒂𝒐𝒗𝒆 was stunned. They just met? 𝒂𝒂𝒃 whispered urgently. Lianer, we are from the Li family. We cannot be this reckless. I'm taking you to Grandpa. If father knows a nameless brat seduced you, I am dead meat. He charged to crush the boy, but Lianer blocked him. The overprotective brother was seeing red. He tried to drag her away, but she was hopelessly smitten. She even brandished her sacred treasure. If father refuses, I'll elope. While they argued, Shen Tian stood there, looking completely clueless. Eunuch Shu gaped in awe. Even the Tai-Bai princess wants to elope? My prince is too overpowered. His charisma knows no bounds. Nearby, old Gay sighed, mentioning Lady Lan's name once more. Mother must be smiling from the heavens, Lianer cried. If father harms him, I'll follow him to the afterlife. Her brother was stunned into silence by her dramatics. Shen Tian, fearing for his life, finally tried to intervene. It was just a business deal over spirit stones, he panicked. But Lianer lunged into his arms, refusing to let go. You said we shared a fruit of destiny, she sobbed. Wait, that's not what I meant by romance, Shen Tian groaned. Mercy, my lady, this isn't love, he begged. Yet, the stubborn girl refused to listen to any of his reasons. She assumed her brother was threatening him. Suddenly, she drew her blade against her own brother to protect her love. Let him go, or I'll end it all, right here, she screamed. Shen Tian stood frozen at the chaotic scene. Perhaps being this handsome is my true curse, he sighed. Then, the brother approached him with a suspicious, piercing gaze. Tell me, who is this heavenly venerable, he asked. Shen Tian panicked. Did his lie actually exist in this world? Play along if you want to keep your manhood, a voice rang in his head. The grand charade began. They fabricated a story about legendary masters and ancient friendships. Father will surely approve of this destined union. Return home and speak to our parents first, the brother urged. But the young lady wouldn't budge an inch. Holding such treasures attracts high-level demons, he warned. I cannot protect you if the dark sects strike us now. Shen Tian will be in even more danger. He turned. Brother, will you come to our home to propose? Only after Shen Tian nodded did she finally agree to leave. But first, a parting gift was forced upon him. He handed over a Sword Lord command, sealing a powerful avatar within. A drop of blood grants you control. It also held a 10,000-mile transmission array, a reward for the Gourd's legend. This was a true life-saving treasure. With this token, his life was finally secure. He reached for Lianer's blade to finalize the blood pact. This was my 16th birthday gift, she whispered. Now, it's our engagement token. Shen Tian was left speechless. Even her brother was horrified by her boldness. She just gave away the azure water blade like a toy. A 1,000,000 spirit stone artifact, gone in a blink. Finally, the two legendary siblings vanished into the distant horizon. Shen Tian exhaled, surviving the storm. Her luck had shifted to a brilliant gold after obtaining that mystical seed. Her brother's aura was equally blinding and majestic. These two were truly the heavens-favored children of this era. I just hope her father doesn't execute me next, he prayed. The sword in his hand felt impossibly heavy. A mortal carrying a divine blade was a joke. But news of his miracle was already spreading like wildfire. Fame is a double-edged sword for the weak. Young Master Song realized this was the legendary 𝒂𝒐𝒃. They recognized him from the market but dared not move, not with the mighty Li family protecting his shadow. Shen Tian focused on absorbing the luck around him. His cursed black aura was finally beginning to fade away. A faint white light flickered above his head. 2 more miracles, and his curse would be broken forever. I can't stop now, he declared to the heavens. He handed the heavy blade to Uncle Gui for safekeeping. This is your fiancé's token, your highness. Gui panicked. A lowly servant shouldn't touch such a sacred item. Stop calling her that, Shen Tian snapped. It's too heavy. If I carry this, I'll die of pure exhaustion. Once again, he set up his stall, waiting for the fated. But a massive, frantic crowd had already gathered. Armies of beautiful women lined up, begging for his hand. I'm looking for destiny, not a marriage proposal. Line up, no pushing, he shouted. He quickly scanned the crowd, picking out those with the brightest glowing auras. A small group of the chosen stood aside. You all, follow me to the pavilion of divine spirits. He selected 4 mysterious ores for the lucky ladies. The moment of truth for the crowd had finally arrived. The first stone shattered, revealing 3 spirit essences, a 16-fold profit. The crowd gasped in total awe. The girls cheered as they sold the treasures for gold. They immediately offered him a massive reward in gratitude. His lips said no, but his hands were already reaching. Is this the greed of a master or a scammer? To protect his saintly image and grow his luck, he declined. The girls were devastated by his sudden refusal. If you don't accept, we won't stand, they cried. 𝒍𝒍 tried to lift them, but his body failed. He's just being modest, they whispered. The master surely wants a more private and special reward later. They misread his physical weakness for humble grace. Little did they know, he was just a powerless mortal man. Reluctantly, he accepted a fraction of the gold. Just a small portion, for the sake of our shared fate. Even the greedy manager Song took a massive cut. Offering the master anything less is pure disrespect. Kind guests, please. 2 parts is my limit, 𝒍𝒍 pleaded, but his humility only fueled their devotion. After a long tug of war, he walked away with a 50% commission. A true miracle in this world. Usually, cultivators fight over every crumb. But these elites were throwing spirit stones like they were worthless pebbles. As 𝒍𝒍 accepted his 5-part cut, the halos above their heads began to shimmer with emerald radiance. Was it just his imagination? The green light of providence was intensifying, though the change remained subtle. The 4th lucky soul spent 10 small stones, only to reveal a spirit essence worth 1,200 more. In a single afternoon, the group amassed a fortune of 8,000 spirit stones through his divine guidance. With a 50% cut, 𝒍𝒍's pocket swelled by 4,000 stones. Even he was stunned. Manager Song was fuming with jealousy, yet he didn't dare move against someone backed by the Lee family. Offending the wrong person meant the total annihilation of his clan. He had to play the humble servant. To curry favor, Song gifted 𝒍𝒍 a high-grade spatial ring, an artifact worth 10,000 spirit stones. Song suspected this master was actually Prince 𝒍𝒍, the legendary 6th prince of the Great Blade Kingdom. He even spotted the jade water sword, the personal treasure of Lady Liliana carried by the master's servant. Giving away such a personal blade? The rumors of their fated union must be true. Song felt small. Song warned his reckless son. Touch a hair on his head, and I will bury you myself. 𝒍𝒍 handed the spatial ring to Old Man Gu. He didn't dare perform the blood-binding ritual himself. His cursed luck was so legendary that a simple ritual might actually kill him on the spot. Keep it safe, Old Man Gu, he sighed, letting his servant handle the mountain of newly acquired stones. He led the crowd to the Phoenix Pavilion. Every stone he touched seemed to pulse with divine treasures. However, a jealous hater emerged. This brainless fanboy lived only to worship the famous Little Spirit Fairy. A fake master in the spirit garden? The fans screamed. You are just a shameless clout chaser. The crowd erupted. 𝒍𝒍's newfound followers clashed with the Spirit Fairy's fans in a war of words. Suddenly, the Little Spirit Fairy herself appeared. Her cold gaze pierced through the crowd with icy annoyance. I had an appointment with the owner today, she snapped. Who is this man stealing my spotlight? You bastard, she yelled at 𝒍𝒍. He stood there, completely confused by her sudden feminine rage. The brainless fans began imagining a tragic drama. Has the master heartlessly dumped our goddess? How cruel. Lady 𝒂𝒕𝒆 stepped forward, revealing the truth. This is the legendary Master 𝒍, the man of the hour. The fairy froze. Was this the same master who had been the talk of the town for days? Is he toying with me? She wondered. A grandmaster of spirit veins, secretly laughing at her mediocre skills? Her pride was shattered. She felt like a clown before a king, her reputation hanging by a thread. Faking an illness, she fled the scene to save whatever remained of her dignity from total ruin. For hours, 𝒍𝒍 continued his work. Every success boosted the providence of those he helped significantly. Miraculously, the cursed black fog above his own head began to thin, replaced by a growing light. His followers grew so devoted they formed a master sect, turning the 50% fee into law. They called it the Great Offering. It looked more like a fanatical cult than a group of gamblers. What a day, 𝒍𝒍 sighed. He hurried back to check his reflection, hoping for a miracle. To his absolute shock, the little spirit fairy was waiting. Is she here to take revenge now? Instead, she moved with surprising grace, offering him a gentle massage. Was he dreaming this lucky moment? She had spent 5 hours secretly watching him work. Her disbelief had transformed into a profound respect. Even the proud fairy had been brainwashed by the master's followers. She had no choice but join. 𝒍𒍉 felt a chill. What does she want? Is she planning to steal my secret heart? Suddenly, she dropped to her knees, bowing her head to the floor in a gesture of absolute loyalty. Please, Master, accept me as your humble disciple. Teach me the divine arts of spirit vein reading. 𝒍𒍉 winced. If only she knew. My only art is seeing the colorful lights above her head. Dealing with that firecracker would be a nightmare. I'm a total fraud, so I must reject her immediately. Little spirit fairy wails and throws a fit, but destiny says no. Still, she's dead set on becoming my disciple. She clings to me shamelessly. Even if I were a pervert, she wouldn't care. Why is my face so dangerously handsome? She tries every cliché trick to stay. But I won't be seduced by these common tropes. She jumps straight onto my bed, trying to lure me. When that fails, she just shamelessly falls fast asleep. I'm utterly speechless. I have to crash in 𝑰'𝒂𝒕𝒆's room. He's reached the 7th level of chi refinement. With his power, how did she sneak past? He definitely let her into my room on purpose. Your Highness, I'm just thinking of your future. Why pass up such a golden opportunity? Even if she isn't your consort, enjoy the view. Little Spirit Fairy is a legendary beauty after all. I can't argue with his loyalty. I give 𝒂𝒕 and the guards 1,000 spirit stones each to cultivate. He hesitates, but I insist. Only by becoming stronger can they truly protect my life. 𝒂𝒕 accepts the gift. Suddenly, his luck halo glows a brilliant gold, just like hers. Sharing my destiny stones with others actually grants them new paths. This is a game changer. He brings out the Tinder Sutra. My original talent was so trash, only this basic manual wouldn't kill me. Cultivation is a money pit, and I was dirt poor. But now, I'm swimming in spirit stones. The era of the loser is over. I ask 𝒂𝒕 for 100 spirit stones to begin my training. 𝒂𝒕 gets emotional again, crying out to the late consort. The prince has finally grown up. I soak in the tub, surrounded by 100 spirit stones. It's time to rewrite my fate. My predecessor tried golden core refinement and failed 88 times. He almost died every single time. I won't repeat his mistakes. If standard chi refinement fails, I'll choose the path of the god-fiend body. The stones shatter, releasing pure energy. I absorb the essence directly into my very soul. Body cultivators forge their strength from the heavens, bypassing the dantian for raw, devastating physical power. First stage, body tempering. I consume massive energy to rebuild my muscles, bones, and skin from scratch. Agony tears through me. My body feels like it's about to explode from the sheer heat. Boom! A shockwave erupts. My strength has surged. In this world, money truly is the ultimate power. Give me 500 more. After another blast, my weak frame transforms into a perfect, six-pack physique. Now I understand why cultivators go insane for power. This feeling of strength is absolutely addictive. I throw a test punch at Unit 𝒂𝒕 to check my progress. The air itself trembles. 𝒂𝒕 is shocked. It's the God-Fiend first stage, but with the explosive power of the 4th stage, I'm peerless, but that cost 800 stones. My heart aches, but at least I'm rich. Suddenly, a scream pierces the air. Someone has kidnapped the little spirit fairy. We give chase immediately. 𝒂𝒕 thinks I've finally fallen for her, but he's dead wrong. I'm only chasing her because her luck aura is glowing a deep, legendary red. With luck like that, she's safe. But a massive opportunity is waiting, and I'm taking it. The chase ends at a cliff. The mysterious kidnapper stops. It was a trap all along. Their target wasn't the girl, it was me. Unit 𝒂𝒕 charges forward with his blade drawn. He's swatted away like a fly. Even with his special 7th level chi, he can't stand a chance. Hand over your secret technique, and I'll grant you a painless death. The villain sneers. He's a golden core master. He was hiding his true cultivation level this entire time. 𝒂𝒕 begs me to run while he holds him off. But there's no escape from this nightmare. The sky-deceiving array seals us in. He's from the evil cult, here to brainwash me into a slave. Wait, I know that face. He's the one with the pitch-black luck who asked for a reading. It's the Black Blood Taoist of the evil spirit sect, the most terrifying dark force in existence. They devour the blood and souls of mortals to fuel their dark power. Pure, unadulterated evil. I realize the truth now. Their target wasn't the girl. It was my hidden potential. Release the fairy, 𝒍𝒍 commands. 𝒂𝒂𝒕 is a monster, but our hero remains unshaken. Little Cao wasn't fleeing, he brought an army. The law enforcement squad suddenly blankets the sky. A massive formation slams down, shattering the earth. Yet, the villain desperately clings to life. The second blow crushes him. Little Cao arrives, proving the master had planned this trap. Why kidnap her in daylight? Shen Tian knew it was a lure and acted ahead. He sent Little Cao for backup. Convincing 3 elite captains is a feat of true legends. The secret? They didn't come for duty, they came to impress the immortal master for luck. These greedy captains fought to help him, hoping to forge a karmic bond with fate. Suddenly, black blood rises. I am an elder of the sacred church. Behold my secret. He mutilates his own arm, sacrificing blood to summon the dreaded 9-son ghost mother. A half-step nascent soul terror? But wait, she's instantly smitten by Shen Tian's handsome face? Children, meet your new father. Hey, our MC is still a pure, innocent virgin, sister. Black blood plots a sinister fate. Use a heart-numbing pill to enslave the handsome youth. 𝒂𝒕𝒆 warns. She's a cursed treasure forged from countless souls by the evil sect. This is my great fortune? Shen Tian curses. This blessing looks more like a death sentence. The monster lunges. With one strike, she sends the law enforcement captain flying like paper. Black blood charges for the kill, but Shen Tian refuses to back down. Let's dance. He unleashes the river of sword intent, a divine gift erupting with world-ending power. One slash sends the villain to his grave. This sword token is truly a god-tier weapon, but the cost is heavy. His energy is drained. He needs days of rest to recover. 3,000 spirit stones vanished. This cultivation world is a brutal, expensive place to survive. Black blood is dead, leaving a mysterious black bracelet. Finally, the real great fortune appears. Meanwhile, at the Grotto Heaven, 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒆 faces his father's legendary, mountain-shaking fury. Zero progress, yet you're causing trouble? You even gave away my personal command token? Ziyang, go to the Great Yan Kingdom. Bring that brat back to me immediately. I'll see who dares to deceive my daughter. Little does he know, fate is shifting. Shen Tian studies the black beads. Where is the legendary power hidden within this junk? With the master dead, the beads' aura fades. He keeps them, hoping for a hidden secret. The spirit fairy is still unconscious. With her insane luck, she'll surely be just fine. But 3,000 stones for a dusty bracelet? Our hero feels totally robbed by fate. Suddenly, the female ghost erupts. I'm too weak to fight her now. This is bad. The token is spent. But wait, she looks pathetic and weak. Is she severely wounded? Shen Tian waves his hand, and the ghost collapses, letting out a scandalous, provocative cry. Stop that. I barely touched you. Why are you acting like I did something lewd? She bows in gratitude. His sword strike actually purified her soul, clearing her dark grudges. Now she wants to offer her body in return? Shen Tian rejects her without hesitation. Her resentment flares up instantly. Maybe one strike wasn't enough to fix your attitude? Wait! No more swords. She pleads for mercy, hiding her aura to stay by his side. Far away, a beautiful warrior receives word. The evil sect has massacred another peaceful village. Believing Shen Tian is the culprit, she charges forth, her eyes burning with righteous fury. In a dark lair, a sinister youth notices Black Blood's life lamp has finally shattered into pieces. Who in Great Yan could kill my elder while he held the Ghost Mother beads? He sends a scout to investigate, but he has a much darker target in mind. The 6th Prince. His talent makes him the perfect vessel for our sacred spirit's descent. Meanwhile, Shen Ngar is pushing his limits, desperately breaking through to the Foundation realm. Breakthrough. He has finally surpassed the Qi refining stage. If he reaches Foundation establishment, the legendary master will officially accept him. Now he must find a worthy tribute at the Wanling Garden. A grand master-disciple ceremony requires only the finest treasures, but the unlucky 13th Prince got there first. Let us hope that loser's cursed luck does not ruin my rising destiny. Meanwhile, Shen Tian faces a bizarre crisis. A weeping female ghost begs him to liberate the innocent souls trapped within her beads. These children were refined by an evil cult, blocking their reincarnation. Though not their blood mother, she is their only protector. She vows eternal servitude if he saves them. She will even endure his most shameful desires, just to see them free. Hold on, I am a pure man. Shen Tian snaps. Does she really think he is some kind of perverted predator? Suddenly, she removes her veil, revealing a face of celestial beauty. Why are the most seductive ghosts always this stunning? Beneath the beauty lies a tragic soul. Her family was slaughtered, and she was cursed to rot inside those spirit beads. Why did you not show me that face earlier? It seems our hero has a major weakness for a pretty girl. He agrees to help, but realizes he has no idea how to save them. A grand master asking a ghost for instructions? He considers smashing the beads with his heavy sword, but stops. For now, he will just wear them and find another way. He places the ghost mother into a spirit stone bag to recover. 𝒊𝒔𝒆 watches with a strange, joyful glimmer in his eyes. The prince has a thing for ghosts? Well, once the lights are out, there is no difference between humans and spirits. A little spectral romance today could lead to a royal wedding tomorrow. The bloodline must continue at any cost. His late mother would be so happy, the butler cries. 𝒍𝒍 is left speechless by the old man's wild imagination. Meanwhile, the little fairy Xiaolingxian is still unconscious. 𝒊𝒔𝒆 pulls out 3 massive needles like a true torturer. That looks incredibly unprofessional. 𝒍𝒍 pushes him aside to perform some modern medical magic on the girl. He begins rhythmic chest compressions, pumping with all his might. This is a life-saving technique, not a massage. Just as he leans in for mouth-to-mouth, she bolts awake. She thinks this master is a gobble. She was falling for him, but feared his beastly side. To survive, she decided to play dead. 𝒍𝒍 was confused. Why was her complexion worsening? Had the black poison left a cursed stain? He drew a 50-centimeter blade to finish the job. Terrified, the spirit fairy jolted awake instantly. Needles and now a sword? Are you trying to kill me faster? She shielded her chest, trembling. Calling him a pervert for the massage, she ignored his claims of it being a medical technique. Old 𝒂𝒕𝒆 fanned the flames, insisting the prince must take responsibility for the lady's lost virtue. Only your death can atone, she screamed. To everyone's horror, 𝒍𝒍 actually agreed to her demand. He marched toward the abyss with grim resolve. Even as she forgave him, he wouldn't stop. Aiming for an Oscar-worthy performance, he leaped into the void. She wailed in regret, but he grinned. Ever since transmigrating, he had been waiting for this. The urge to jump was simply irresistible. Every novel says it. A cliff jump leads to a legendary legacy. He saw her destiny shining. After analyzing her golden aura, he confirmed the great fortune was hidden right at the bottom. He sought the treasure but forgot his own trash-tier luck. He missed the ledge and plummeted down. Old 𝒂𝒕𝒆 barely saved him with a forceful push. Suddenly, the heavenly water abode appeared before them. Above, the girl mourned the fool who threw his life away for a girl. She felt shattered. Overwhelmed by guilt, she prepared to follow him down, until his voice echoed from the deep. He was alive. He had discovered a hidden immortal's cave, and urged the group to come down. She was fuming. Did he really prefer a deadly fall over being responsible for her? Something felt off. A complex mechanism blocked the entrance. They failed to budge it, but Linger's touch triggered a reaction. The seal broke instantly. This was truly her fated encounter. The cave's interior was a divine paradise. Rare materials and spirit stones worth millions lay everywhere. It was a fortune beyond their wildest dreams. Looking at the immense wealth, she wondered if he would kill her to keep it all himself. He handed the divine herbs to Linger, leaving her speechless. Did he even realize the true value of these white lotuses? They were worth a fortune in spirit stones. Yet he insisted they were hers, making her heart flutter in pure embarrassment. She blushed, regretting her past doubts about Brother Shen. Unbeknownst to her, this sacrifice was key to evolving his hidden luck. 𝒍𝒍 uncovers the hidden grotto, yet Lin Ni hesitates to claim the treasures from this sudden find. Feeling his body grow heavy, he immediately silences her, insisting Lin Ni is the rightful owner here. These herbs are yours. Old 𝒂𝒕𝒆 jokingly suggests marriage so they can share the loot as one family. Lin Ni blushes, suggesting a split instead. She and 𝒍𝒍 take the lion's share of this discovery. A 60-40 split for us, plus a portion for old 𝒂𝒕𝒆 and the others, she proposes with hope. But 𝒍𝒍 refuses, demanding she takes more. He knows his cursed luck needs balance to truly rise. He senses a greater destiny awaits further inside. These rare herbs are merely the appetizer for their journey. They enter a stone chamber where spiritual energy pulses violently. This is the heart of the ancient ruins. Suddenly, a divine silhouette manifests from a statue. A stunning immortal appears before their very eyes. She is the 9th elder of the legendary 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒆 Holy Land, a peak powerhouse of the Eastern Desolation. Little Spirit Fairy is revealed as her true descendant. The inheritance finally finds its destined master today. With a kowtow, Lin Ni receives the legacy. Divine images flood her mind, unlocking ancient, forbidden secrets. To master this power, she must join 𝒂𝒊𝒔𝒆 and eventually duel the chosen genius of 𝑰'𝒍𝒍 sect. 𝒍𝒍 watches her aura soar. Even as a trash prince, he recognizes this world-shaking power-up. She gains 2 supreme scriptures. However, she can only share the secret arts once she reaches foundation establishment. 𝒍𝒍 scoffs inwardly. He can barely survive his basic manual. A holy technique might just kill him. Why risk death for high-tier arts? The heaven-peering art, however, is a legendary spiritual scouting technique. It allows one to see through spirit stones, identifying treasures hidden within the raw mountain rock. The stronger the user, the deeper they see. But this godlike power comes with a terrifying hidden price. Spirit stones harbor ancient, corrupting energy. Using the technique for too long invites a fate worse than death. This unknown power pollutes the soul. Every scouting attempt risks total spiritual erosion for the seeker. One must expend massive spiritual energy to cleanse it, unless they give the treasures to others. Sharing loot transfers the karmic burden to the recipient, allowing the master to scout without being crippled. It is a loophole of destiny. Even the strongest experts can be turned to stone if they fail. The elder herself, a soul transformation titan, succumbed to this curse. Her body is now cold, lifeless rock. If a goddess could fall, what hope do mortals have? Suddenly, 3 mysterious stone pillars rise before them. Each pillar holds a relic. Shen feels an intense primal craving for the box on the right. Is this his hidden chance? Lin Ni smiles, letting him take everything as her luck remains unshakable. He opens the first box, a spatial ring. It is vastly superior to any common storage item. Its internal world is massive, dwarfing the gifts he received before. Inside lie millions of spirit stones. The second box holds feminine battle armor and a whip. Lin He looks at him with suspicion. Does he have strange hobbies? Shen quickly hides the gear, turning his focus to the third box. Inside lies a mysterious liquid. Suddenly, his basic Tinder manual begins to rotate with violent speed. His hand moves on its own, diving into the water. Agony erupts, tearing through his very core. The liquid wraps around him like a cocoon of pain. Darkness takes him as he loses consciousness. He awakens to find he has absorbed 1 realty heavy water, the 12th ranked treasure in existence. This divine water was the Elder's ultimate weapon. Even Golden Core experts fear its crushing weight. Yet this useless prince refined it at the first stage of body tempering. It is absolutely insane, but the cost is high. The water is ravenously devouring his life essence like a starving beast. To survive, he must feed it. He instantly consumes 3,000 spirit stones to fuel his breakthrough. His absorption speed puts geniuses to shame. He isn't just a prince, he is a bottomless abyss. 7,000 more stones vanish into his body. He blasts through to body tempering layer 3. 10,000 stones later, he hits layer 4. This trash manual is performing god-tier miracles. A manual bought for copper in a marketplace is now forging a legend that defies all logic. Shen Tian's secret growth has begun. Soon, the geniuses who mocked him will tremble in fear. Stop, those spirit stones could fuel 10 breakthroughs. He is a total monster. He challenges 𝑰'𝒂𝒕𝒆 to a duel. A simple strike rivals a 7th-tier warrior. Not even the demon guard technique could stop his overwhelming power. Shen Tian's silver energy is absolute. It completely dominates the volatile power of the divine water with ease. He imagines using that water on Linger. What a pervert. But honestly, I kind of like his style. Self-obsession kicks in after checking the mirror. His cursed black aura has finally vanished into a pure white light. Next day, he and Little Spirit Fairy return in disguise. The crowd swarms them like they found buried gold. They have become the center of attention. Everyone is desperate to catch a glimpse of the legendary master. We shall select 20 fated souls. Do not be discouraged if you are not chosen by destiny today. Our paths may not cross now, but fate always finds a way. Now, follow me to the stone gallery. The shopkeeper groans in frustration. 3 days of cultivation and he returns to bankrupt me again? This master is terrifying. You already took my legendary seed. Why come back to torment this old man again? Please, have mercy on me. You cannot drive this old man to his death. How dare this wicked old merchant block our master's path? We will level your entire shop in minutes. Move aside for the lady. Linger wants to try her luck. With one glance, his divine eyes see the treasures hidden within. Is this the power of his new rank? The crowd begins cutting stones and claiming their fated rewards. Linger brings 3 rocks, hoping for his divine guidance. Little Spirit Fairy points to the heaviest one. My secret technique senses a mysterious, unknown power dwelling deep inside. This long stone holds an incredible force. It might be the greatest treasure in this entire collection of rocks. It is the Phoenix Feather Hairpin. Though damaged, it is worth 350,000 spirit stones. The owner weeps. Linger is awestruck by her brother's talent. Even if her master were reborn, he could never match these eyes. The stone shatters, releasing a blinding radiance. A powerful spiritual resonance shakes the room, creating ancient illusions. This was once a legendary weapon forged with phoenix blood and gold. Its aura is truly overwhelming and majestic. Thousands of years have drained its essence, degrading it to a mere artifact, but its potential remains incredibly high. With a master smith, its former glory can be restored. It is a priceless gem hidden in plain sight. The master claimed it was worth 350,000 stones. He knows everything but cares for no profit. Linger refuses to sell, leaving the shopkeeper frozen in shock. The master is an expert seeker but a poor merchant. That hairpin is worth at least 200,000 stones. Even a 10% commission is a massive fortune. Did you trick me with that price, master? In this world, a shopkeeper only gets one chance to bid. Little Spirit Fairy hoped for a gift, but reality hit hard. In the cultivation world, all debts must be repaid. The girls watch in horror as the master gifts a man. Does he prefer brothers over beauties? My heart is breaking. They curse the Spirit Fairy as a freak. To save her, 𝑰'𝒍𝒂 reveals her long hair and female identity. Linger starts dreaming. Is he making our relationship public? She blushes with shy anticipation, waiting for his next move. But our dense protagonist has zero romantic thoughts. She is left hanging in total silence as they move on. They reach the Heaven Pavilion. Manager Song throws a grand spectacle to welcome the legendary master with deep respect. The hospitality is overwhelming. The manager is so respectful it actually catches our hero off guard for a moment. Every stone you pick today is free of charge. 𝑰'𝒍𝒂 notices a golden opportunity hovering over the manager's head. The fan club realizes that pleasing the master is the key to luck. They begin competing to serve him. 𝑰'𝒍𝒂 picks a rock for the manager. Boom! A purple gold hammer emerges from the shattered stone. Its value far exceeds the hairpin. To gain favor, Manager Song sells it back to him for 5,000. Its true value is 30,000 stones. 𝑰'𝒍𝒂 realizes the hammer pairs perfectly with his divine water's weight. He pays 10,000 instead to be fair. The fans follow his lead, receiving their own fated treasures one by one. They all find treasures but try to give them back. Of course, our hero politely declines their humble offerings. A hardcore fan even writes a handbook on how to please the master. This is getting absolutely insane now. Suddenly, the sixth prince arrives. But Manager Song thinks he is just another fake impersonating the true master. Even his royal token is dismissed as a cheap forgery. There are too many fakes in the city today. Song suddenly does a total flip, inviting him for tea to apologize. The prince is completely fooled by his act. I'll accept this treasure. But as the tea settled, his world began to spin. Poisoned, you dare pose as a master before me, you lowly fraud. I know the master's true face. Your pathetic charade ends here. Hang him high. I'll torture the truth out of this fake. Why fake being the sixth prince? Confess your true identity now. Beaten and broken, the real prince is treated like street trash. Dad, those are love taps. Hit him like you actually mean it. Who silences a prisoner then asks for a confession? Absolute incompetence. Step aside. Watch a professional extract the truth through real agony. Their eyes turned cruel. Where are my guards? I'm completely alone. Master, watch out. A monster approaches. Boom, an explosion. A Valkyrie descends. Evil cultist, prepare to meet your doom. Her golden aura is blinding. A true powerhouse has finally arrived. Wait, his energy is pure. Cultists don't possess such radiant souls. His vitality is breathtaking. He looks like a celestial being, feeding ghosts with spirit stones. This isn't a demon's way. I am 𝒂𝒒, saintess of the divine firmament, sacred ground. I'm innocent. Ask the guards. I am the real sixth prince. Captivated by his looks. Can you save these souls, saintess? You'd risk everything for ghosts? What a noble, selfless heart. Feeding them stones? I am truly humbled by your kindness. I shall grant them reincarnation. My arts are yours, Taoist. Purify the ghost mother too. I need to save some money. No, I refuse. I want to stay with Master forever. You saved me. If you force me away, I'll die. Stunned. Is this ghost seriously simping for him right now? He's so handsome. She's giving up heaven just to stay near. 𝒍𝒂 panics. Have some shame. You're eating all my money. Just go to heaven, 𝒍𝒂. It's better than being broke. She yields. Stay, but learn this ghost art to remain pure. Commit evil, and I'll strike you. She's actually very awkward. Hiding relief. I couldn't risk failing and looking bad here. Sudden attack. Old 𝒂𝒕 thinks the saintess is the enemy. The ghost flower sword. A master of the 8th stage? The demon lord's heir? Yet, he's still no match for me. One flick, he's gone. Stop. It's all a big misunderstanding. 𝒂𝒕 recognizes her. A saintess in the prince's room? How scandalous. The royal line is safe. Zap. His mouth got struck. Charred to a crisp. Gui, shut up. She's a legendary superboss. Look at that golden halo. You're insulting a living legend. Merciful lightning. She meant no real harm to the old man. His foundation was crumbling. But my lightning is actually healing him? The sacred wood lightning. A strike that mends the soul. Why am I explaining this? Is it because he's handsome? I can't lose my cool now. My name is 𝒍𝒍. The sacred array hums. Innocent souls find peace. Exhaustion sets in. The proud saintess glows. Stop. Dark malice surges back violently. Transformation complete. His wealth is devoured. Heartache. Time for the rebirth sutra. Pride at stake. Jealousy stings her heart. Explain your treasure-seeking, masking her envy. Peerless beauty and power. Yet, he ignores her. No destiny. Rejection burns her ego. Mistaken identity. The sword array strikes. Saintess rages. Mistreated and rejected again. Divine pressure explodes. Captains are crushed. Clouded destiny. 𝒍𝒍 watches closely. Find me a miracle, demanding her fate. I'm bathing first. She is stunned. Ignored? Perhaps it is a ritual. Legendary skills. Ritual cleansing begins now. 𝒍𝒍 mocks. Go for it, fairy. Single prince. Perfect character is guaranteed. Guarding privacy. Rest well, you two. 𝒂𝒑 charred. Bathing is finally complete. Tigress alert. They find Boss Tong. Elder position. Cult expansion begins today. Funding secured. Discounts for all brothers. Greedy hearts. Tong sees through them. For the master, fortune is sacrificed. Massive discounts. 12% off everything. All disciples benefit. Loyalty pays off. Profits bleed. Tong's heart aches deeply. A dangerous gamble. Future glory awaits. Loss for fame. The cult grows. Massive traffic. New great elder appointed. Mysterious aura. The colossal stone revealed. Ancient battlefield relic. Destiny lies within. Fallen legends. Treasures left behind here. Malice lingers. Horrors are born within. Deadly training. Life or death awaits. Fate's gamble. Ancient stones found here. Fading spirit. 10,000 years pass. 100,000. Treasure is revealed. Master's guidance. The fairy is skeptical. I will buy it. Regret awaits her. Gifting the master. She will regret this. Heated argument. His handsome face wins. High stakes. The ultimate bet begins. She gambled it all. If the treasure exceeds 500,000 stones, it's his. If not, the shop closes. Boss Song senses a trap in this wager. Risking everything for 𝒍𝒍, he bets his entire future on one stone. The blade strikes. A celestial lightning dragon roars and descends from the heavens. Thunder jolts the crowd. No pain follows, only a surge of raw, divine power. A god-tier artifact emerges. The fabled dragon tiger jade of the Thunder Emperor. The lost legacy of the sacred ground, missing for 10,000 years, is here. It is the Emperor's decree. 2 scrolls of supreme power hidden within. Combine the dragon and tiger jades with the secret seal to unlock divinity. The forbidden technique, the Thunder Emperor Sutra. Become the lightning itself. By law, it's 𝒍𝒍's. But this is the sacred ground's very soul. 𝒍𝒍 is smitten. She wonders if marrying him is the only way. 𝒍𝒍 yields. He knows holding such a treasure is a death sentence. Thousands would kill for it. He refuses to be a dead man walking. Bound by her word, 𝒍𝒍 vows to grant his every heart's desire. He scans her intensely. His demand? Not her heart, but her mysterious mask. She blushes deep red. Does he crave her beauty that much? She agrees. The Phoenix mask, a top-tier relic that cloaks one's presence and divine aura. Lightning veils them both, cutting off the world as she unveils her secret. A war goddess descends. Her peerless beauty is a sight for the ages. If I fall, she whispers, promise to fulfill my final, desperate request. Blood seals the pact. She grants him a piece of the sacred inheritance. Return this jade if I perish. Save the honor of my fallen sect. She vanishes. In the mirror, a mysterious divine mark burns on his forehead. His luck halo turns a vibrant green. Finally, his tragic fate is breaking. I'm utterly doomed.